GetPaid is a lightweight payment plugin for WordPress. If you're looking for a simple way to take one-time and recurring payments on your WordPress website, this is it. There's no coding knowledge required and setup is super easy. And I'll walk you through it in this video. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off in our WordPress dashboard, and the first thing we have to do is we have to install the plugin. Now, there is a paid version of the plugin that gives you lots of more options, but for this tutorial, we're just going to stick with the basic version of the plugin, so it is going to be in the normal WordPress plugin directory. So go ahead and go to Plugins, and then click Add New. And then up here, search for GetPaid. It's got no space in between. And you're going to see it's going to be this one, the first one, and it's going to be by iCode, AYE code. Go ahead and click Install Now. And then when it's done installing, click Activate. And then it brings us right into the setup wizard. So let's just go through that. Let's click Let's Go. So the first thing we have to do is put in your business details. So go ahead and fill all this stuff out, where your store operates from, the name of your store, and the address to go on your invoices. When you're done with this, click Continue. Next is the information about the currency you'll be accepting. If it's $1, you can just keep it as is and then click Continue. Next, you're going to pick which gateway to set up. I'm actually going to skip this step and we're going to come back to it right after we finish the setup. I'm actually going to skip this step and we're going to come back to it after we finish the setup wizard. So I'm going to click skip this step. And then it does suggest some recommended plugins. I'm not going to do any of those either, so I'm going to click skip this step again. And that's it. We're all done with the basic setup. So we're going to go ahead and let's go into creating our first item. So this button here that says create item, go ahead and click that. So here we are getting ready to add a new item. And this is basically just anything that anyone can buy from your website. So I'm just going to call this, let's just say hamburger. And the hamburger is going to be $10. So you would put that right here under item price. So you also have the option here, you can check this checkbox that says let customers name their price. And then it gives an option for a minimum price. Or you also have the option to charge customers a recurring amount for this item. So if I wanted to let people get like unlimited hamburgers from me, I could say for like a $10 a month monthly subscription, which is a great deal, right? I would say they would have to pay $10 every 1 month. And then from there, I could also choose to put a maximum number of renewals. Just leave that at 0 if you want it to go forever. And I also have the option to do a free trial for like if you want to let people have a 7-day trial for your hamburger subscription, you could put that right there. Next, we have an item description. So you could put here any extra information people might want to know about your item, your product, or whatever it is that you're selling. Let's see, lettuce and tomato. I don't like onions, so we're not going to put onions on our fake hamburger. When we hop over here to item info, I'm going to keep the item type as standard. They also have an option for fee, which is like a registration fee or a sign-up fee. And then we have short codes for the payment form, for the payment button, and then we have a direct payment URL. We also have the option for a featured image. So first things first, let's go ahead and hit publish. And there you go, your item is done. And now let's take a peek at the direct payment URL. So I'm just gonna select everything here and copy that and open up a new tab and paste that in. And that's what the direct payment URL looks like. It is all the payment form for this item and information for them to, well, we don't have the gateway set up yet, so we don't have the Stripe stuff, but this would be the payment form for people to pay if they wanted to buy that hamburger item. Now, if we switch back to editing the item, you see we have 2 more things here. We have a short code for the payment form, and we have a short code for the payment button. So that means if you're familiar with WordPress at all, you can put these short codes anywhere you can put a short code, and that stuff will show up. So let me show you. Now first, what I'm going to do here is I want to save this stuff. So I'm just going to open up like a notepad and then copy that on there. Okay, so here's my notepad, and let me copy the short code and then paste it there. This is for the form. And then let me copy the button and then paste it there. And this is the button. And then I don't remember if I made any changes here, but let's go ahead and click update just in case. So next I'm going to show you how to use those shortcodes. So just go to pages, and I'm just going to make a simple test page real quick. And I'm just going to use the Gutenberg editor. You can use obviously any page builder that lets you use shortcodes. You can use those. But for Gutenberg, just go ahead and search for the shortcode block. And then we're going to open this up, and I'm going to do both of them on the same page. Now, you can do as many of these on one page as you want. It would really make sense for you just to do one probably, but you do have the option to do as many as you want. So we've got the buy now button up top, and then we're going to put the form below that and hit publish, and then hit publish again. And then we're going to view the page. And you see we have the form right here, and then we have the buy now button. When you click that, it's going to have this overlay with the form. So this is going to be really depending on how you want to do the design of your site. If you want to include the full payment form like exactly on the product page, or if you want to do a buy now button that opens it up in this dialog box like thing. And if you want to make edits to this form, yes, you can do that. So let's click out of this and head back to the dashboard. And then you're going to want to go to Get Paid and then Payment Forms. And you can make new payment forms, but we're just going to go ahead and edit this default checkout. And when you get here, this is like really user-friendly to edit. You can drag stuff around to change the order, or you can add in new things by picking any of these options over here and dragging them over. When you have a form selected, it gives you some more options, like you can change the field label, change the defaults, a whole bunch of options right there. Once you're done, hop up here and click update, and the form will be updated. Now I know you see the coupon code field down here. If you want to do a coupon code, pop over to discounts on the left here under Get Paid, click the Add New button, and then you can go ahead and create. Up here you just want to put the name of the discount. So this is here, the example is summer sale, so let's just do summer sale. And then the discount code, which would be the actual code you want the customers to put in there, you would put here. And then you have the additional options, like you can make it so customer can only use this discount once, or it can be used for recurring payments for subscriptions. And you can choose if it's going to be a percentage off, like if you want to give free, you can give 100% off, or you can do a flat amount, like if you wanted to just do $5 off, you do have the option to do that. Here, you can make it only available for specific items, you can exclude items, or you can make it that people have to have certain items for this discount. We've also got start date, expiration date, minimum amount, and maximum uses. As always, when you're done, don't forget to click publish. Finally, let's go ahead and set up our payment gateway. I'm going to use Stripe, so I'm going to go to settings, and then I'm going to click payment gateways, and then I'm going to click add payment method. And when I do that, you see lots and lots and lots of different payment methods come up. I'm going to scroll down to Stripe, and I'm going to click get it. Oh, before I do this, let me show you guys. Stripe is free, but a lot of the other payment gateways do cost money, so keep that in mind when you're setting this up. But I'm going to do Stripe, which is free, and I prefer it. So when you click that, it takes you to download the plugin. So I'm going to click the download button right here. And what that did was give me a zip file. So to install a plugin as a zip file, go to plugins, add new, very easy to do. I know it's scary because it's not just searching for it, but I promise it's not that bad. Then click the upload plugin button and then just drag the zip file right there. and then click Install Now. And after it's installed, click Activate Plugin. And now that Stripe is installed, it gives us the options to set it up. First thing, let's click Enable Stripe Payment right next to where it says Activate. Sandbox is checked where it says Enable Sandbox to test payments. So we're going to keep that like that. For the checkout title, I'm going to call this Credit Card Payment instead of Stripe. For priority, I'm going to put 1. This is the only one I want available. And then I'm going to click Connect with Stripe. Now I have a lot of accounts with Stripe, so I'm going to make sure I have the right one chosen. And then I'm going to scroll down and click Connect. It's probably going to request for you to sign in again, so go ahead and do that. It's probably going to request a verification code, so go ahead and do that as well. And now that I've verified who I am, it's requesting again for me to choose the account I'm using. So I'm going to pick the right account and then scroll down and then click Connect. And now we're connected, but I do want you to note that there's an alert up top that says payment gateways are in testing mode and will not receive real payments. That's fine. You want to test your form first to make sure it is connected to your Stripe. Anyway, I did notice that this changed some of my settings, so let me switch this back. And I'm pretty sure this is the only payment gateway I have active anyway, but I'm going to put it as first priority anyway. And then when I scroll down, it gives us a Stripe webhook URL. So we are going to have to add that to our Stripe account. So go ahead and hit copy. Pop over to your Stripe account. Make sure it's in test mode if it isn't already. Then go to Developers, Webhooks, and then click Add Endpoint. Paste in that URL. Choose Select Events. Select all the events, and then click Add Events. Scroll all the way down, and then click Add Endpoint. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and test our form and make sure it actually is taking payments into our Stripe account. So hop back to your website, and make sure you click Save Changes here. Don't leave that page without saving those changes. And then let's go ahead and head back to that test page we made, and we're going to test out our new form. What did I call it? I called it test. Okay, so there we go. Let's view this page. So now to test this form, I'm going to fill this out with a bunch of just random stuff. This is just a test, so nothing has to be important here. There's the date field I added in, and then if I scroll down, I already have a lot of miscellaneous stuff added in here. You can, if you did do a coupon code, you can do it right here. Here's our item. I did take off the free trial so we can see the payment go through on our test Stripe right away. And then when you scroll down, credit card payment is selected because it's first priority. I am going to have to take off that test gateway, which we'll do right after we test this form. And then you're going to want to add in Stripe has a testing credit card number that you can use, and it is 424242. Well, this is the Visa testing one. Just a bunch of 42s until it doesn't let you do any more 42s. And then for expiration, it just has to be something in the future. And then your CVC can be any random 3 numbers. And then just go ahead and put in a random zip code and then click the Pay Now button. There you go. There's a confirmation and an invoice for your customer. Now let's pop on over to Stripe and see if we can see that payment. So here we are in our Stripe test mode. So go ahead and see if this payment went through. Go ahead and click on payments. And then there it is. There is my test subscription created right there. So we know that that works. So next thing we have to do is we have to take this off test mode and we have to make it live. So to do that, let's pop back over to the site. Head over to the dashboard, go to Get Paid, and then Settings. Click Payment Gateways. Oh, while we're here, let's go ahead and shut off the test gateway. So go to Manage, and then we're going to click the checkbox next to Enable Test Gateway to remove it, and then click Save Changes. And now that we're here, we're going to pop over to Stripe Payment, and then we're going to uncheck Enable Sandbox. And we are going to have to connect to Stripe again. So while we're here, scroll down, copy your webhook URL because we're going to need that we're going to have to do it again for the live version of your Stripe account. And then click Connect with Stripe again. Choose your account again and then click Connect. And now head back to your Stripe account, switch out of test mode, and then go to Developers, Webhooks, click Add Endpoint. This is just like how we did it for the test data. Put the URL under Endpoint URL, click Select Events, click Select All Events, click Add Events, scroll down, and then click Add Endpoint. So there you go. You are all connected to Stripe now. So we almost have everything set up, but I do want to show you Invoices. So click back to your website and then under Get Paid, choose Invoices. Now invoices get automatically generated for everybody, every customer, every payment through your Buy Now button or your payment forms. But you can also create a new invoice manually here to have them pay for anything. So this is really, really useful for a lot of different businesses. So to create the invoice, you're going to want to put in your customer information, and then you're going to want to add an invoice item. So click Add Item to Invoice. And then you can also have the option to create a new item right here, and you could just pop that in real easy. And then for payment meta, for gateway, you're going to want to choose Stripe payment because you're going to want them to pay with Stripe. You have the option to allow a discount. You have other invoice options here, like the number and the an email to copy it to. All of that you can adjust under invoice details. And then when you're done with this, click Save Invoice. And then if you scroll down, you're going to see that there is an invoice URL right here. And if you click this little icon, it will open that in a new page. So if you just copy that URL and send this to your customer, they can pay right there. It's super great. So that's it. We're all done. We just set up a super easy, super lightweight way to set up payments from your website, including recurring payments and subscriptions. So that's it. We're all done. We are all set up with a GetPaid plugin, which is a way to take really easy payments from your website. If I was helpful to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments below and I'll help you out. If you are building your own website, make sure to check out my description for a freebie 9-step website roadmap to help you while you're building your site to make sure you don't forget about anything. Thank you so much for watching.